And now, folks, we proudly give you a raw footage of the first press conference offered by the President-elect, Benigno Noynoy Simeon Aquino, just a few moments after his proclamation by Congress as the President of the Republic of the Philippines this momentous afternoon of June 9, 2010. And this is through the courtesy of balloncam.com/Ballesteros.
Chief of Staff, no? But I think it should be clear that Congress was called to become the National Board of Canvassers. Ngayon, you cannot hold the session and at the same time the Commission on Appointments will take several of the members present. Ngayon, with the caveat that I assume all who have been presented to the Commission on Appointments, with the exception of the Chief of Staff, no, have no issues before them. After a cursory review or as clear a review as possible, we will resubmit their appointments so that those who are deserving will be considered and fulfill the requirements of the Constitution and thereby get their appropriate ranks.
With the exception of the Chief
With
of
the
Staff?
exception of the Chief of Staff, who at the present time, with his comments and insinuations, does not indicate a harmonious relationship with us. No. And I think, there have been intermediaries. He knows where I am coming from. I understand what he needs. We will work for the betterment of the institution and the stability of the country.
Do I take it to mean, to follow up, Mr. President, that he will not be the Chief of Staff?
He will not be the Chief of Staff.
And another question, final question. Do you see, nakikita niyo po bang tila bilog ang mundo dahil ang nagproklama po sa inyo ang siyang nagkulong sa inyong ama at hinihinga ng permiso ng inyong ina para bumisita po noon sa Fort Bonifacio?
In fairness po, no, siya po yung masabi nating administrator ng martial law. Pero as far as my dad is concerned, I think my mom is on the record as having said that everything had to be directed to President Marcos himself, if it is with regards to my father. Ngayon sa bilog ang mundo, in fairness to the Senate President, yung he did champion the role of the Senate in this last year or so with regards to the C5 issue, with regards to the PSE issue, amongst other things. With expending political clout and at political expense to him, he did champion issues that were also advocacies that I also hold to.
So bygones will be bygones?
So long as we are working for the betterment of the people, I don't see where we should be engaging in conflict that does not produce tangible, positive results for the people. In that connection, Governor-elect Amy Marcos texted me yesterday, and I did tell her that they can count on me to do right by her and especially by her constituents. So long, again, as it redounds to the benefit of the people.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you. Hil Kabakungan, Philippine Dealing Bar. Mr. President, what will be your first official act?
Well, I think the first official act will be to convene the cabinet after assuming office, give them the marching orders, and the marching orders primarily will concentrate on know your respective departments and find out exactly the state of the nation as far as your cabinet, as far as your portfolio is concerned.
How about your offer for reconciliation? Does it include the President Arroyo?
My mother proposed, reconciliation with justice. I have had a lot of promises in the campaign, especially the idea of change. It cannot be business as usual. If we are gonna just replace people like in a game of musical chairs, I think I would have disappointed everybody who made this victory possible. Therefore, there has to be closure on so many issues.
So will we expect justice in your administration?
We will really strive for it. We have been striving it even before we decided to run. I think as president, as president, we will be in a position to effect the necessary changes. With the backing of the people, I don't think anything is possible, or impossible rather.
Good afternoon, Mr. President-elect. I'm Baby Lynn Cacho Resulta from Far East Broadcasting Company. You started your presidential quest significantly on a spiritual level because you went on a spiritual retreat. may we know how much of your religious and religious convictions will you apply in the running of the government and in curbing corruption in the bureaucracy?
I guess, number one, the fundamental principle that and belief that my church holds to is that we are our brother's keeper. Therefore, to those who have been most dispossessed, those who are powerless, that has to be the priority of government, number one. Number two, at times when I feel that there is need for more resources, more skills, more talent than I possess, I always turn to prayer because I'm confident that as far as dealing for the betterment of our people are concerned, God will be with us. So I want to be focused on that idea that those who have least in life should have the most priority, taking to cognizance that we are our brother's keepers. And second, that I will not be daunted by the task ahead because we have been the source of nourishment, strength, and support has been prayer throughout the entire campaign. But at the end of the day, being a democratically elected president of a multi-religious country, I cannot impose my religious beliefs on each and every countryman of ours. That will have to be to the conscience of each and every one.
Having said that, Mr. President, do we expect more food on the table of the poorer families of the nation? And how long or how short will your vision be?
More food, yes. No, there is conditional cash transfers that will be devoid of politics is high on the priority list. Growing the agricultural sector, enabling them to market their produce most effectively, not just the production side, turning them to higher value crops, irrigation, etc. TESDA working closer with the DepEd. All of this are designed penultimately to answer the problem of freedom from hunger, which is the first necessary freedom.
Thank you so much, Mr. President.
Magandang hapon po, Pangulong Noynoy. Si Marian po ng Radyo Veritas.
Ganda hapon po.
Ang isa pong concern ng simbahan ay tungkol po sa RH Bill. So, inaantabayanan po nila from you kung ano po ang talagang stand nyo sa RH Bill at kung agenda nyo po ba ito ngayon?
Responsible parenthood po ang tinutulak namin. At nung kampanya pa sinabi nga namin dito, ipaalala sa mga magulang, may responsibilidad sila sa lahat ng anak na dadalhin po sa mundo. Ngayon po, walang karapatan ng Estado para magdeklara ganito karami lang ang anak nyo o kung paano ang paraan ng pagpaplano ng pamilya. Yan po iniliwanag ko na ilang beses na po, paulit-ulit sa buong kampanya hanggang ngayon, at yun po paninindigan natin. So meron po tayong mga seminar, malamang bago ikasal, kung saan ipinapaalala lahat itong mga responsibility nito at yayayain po yung mga kakulang simbahan para sumama sa paghuhubog ng konsensya po ng ating mga kababayan.
Ano po ang inaasahan mula kay Pangulong Noynoy sa loob po ng 100 araw ng unang yung panunungkulan po?
Ma'am, pasensya na po kayo, nasagot ko na po kanina, no? Una nga ako sa agenda, alamin na muna yung problema para malaman kung ano yung talagang solusyon. Alam po natin yung general problems, yung specifics hindi ho. Yung for instance, gusto natin magbigay ng maraming trabaho. Maliwanag ba kung ilan ang walang trabaho? May dalawang statistika pong ginagamit eh. Meron pong lumang definition ng pag wala kang trabaho, unemployed. Yung bago ho ngayon, yung sa unemployed, hinati ho nila. Yung taong walang trabaho, hindi naghahanap, hindi na ho napapansin. Yung naghahanap ng trabaho, yun na lang po nilista sa unemployed. Noong 2005, ang nawala sa roster po, 1 million na tao. So parang hindi ho ako tsak, sino ba ang nag-aasikaso doon sa mga sumuko na maghanap ng trabaho. So alamin po natin yung problema muna sa lahat ng kanyang detalye para tama po yung solusyon. Yun ang unang hakbang. Natural po, yung mga gagawin natin ay mga solusyon doon sa mga problema na identify. Ipa-prioritize yung pinaka-urgent, no? At pipilitin po natin matugunan lahat yan sa lalo madali panahon.
Marami pong salamat.
Salamat po.
Nais ko